Ramon Novarro. Jose Ramon Gil Samaniego was born February 6, 1899 to Mariano and Leonor Samaniego in Durango, Mexico. Everyone called him Ramon. When Ramon was just 18, he began acting in silent films. His first film was Joan the Woman. He changed his last name to Novarro during this time. Ramon landed the role that would make him famous in 1923. The movie was called Scaramouche. The greatest movie of his career was the 1925 release of the silent film version of Ben-Hur. The movie was the most expensive silent film ever created. The move from silent films to talkies was difficult for most silent film actors. Ramon had an amazing singing voice and could have done well in talking films, but the scripts chosen for him by MGM did not boost him to the level of stardom he was used to. His best talking film was Mata Hari, in which he starred with Greta Garbo in 1931. His contract with MGM was not renewed in 1935. He continued to act sporadically in smaller and smaller film roles, and eventually on television until his death in 1968. He had made enough money in the 1920s and 30s to live comfortably for the rest of his life. On October 30, 1968, Ramon received a phone call at his home from 22-year-old Paul Ferguson and 17-year-old Tom Ferguson. Ramon invited the two men over. Paul and Tom had heard that Ramon kept a significant amount of cash in his home, and they planned to rob him. When they arrived, the men tied 69-year-old Ramon's hands behind his back with an electrical cord. They asked him where the money was. Ramon told them truthfully that he never kept money in the house. The men beat Ramon, then went looking for the money. They left with just $20 found in the pocket of Ramon's bathrobe. The official cause of death was suffocation due to massive bleeding due to fracture of the nose and laceration of the lips and mouth. Ramon had choked to death on his own blood. The brothers were quick to blame each other. Neither of their stories were completely the truth, but that didn't seem to matter to the defense teams. Both Paul and Tom were sentenced to life in prison. In 1974, Paul told a reporter that he had killed Ramon. This confession helped Tom to receive probation in 1976. He was sent back to prison for several months after violating the terms of his parole. He was arrested multiple times before his death on March 6, 2005. Paul took writing courses in prison and volunteered at the firehouse. In 1975, he won a prison writing contest that earned him $100. He was released on parole in 1978. He was arrested in 1989 for rape and sodomy and was sentenced to 30 years. His release date is in 2022. Please visit www.ican'tbelieveitsnonfiction.com and don't forget to subscribe.